Imagine a world where the cars they run on water. It sounds like science fiction, but Toyota is making it a reality. In this video, we'll explore Toyota's incredible journey towards creating a water-powered car and how it's going to change the future of transportation. Toyota is making a car that literally runs on water. Yes, you heard it right. Instead of gas-guzzling cars, you can literally put water in the tank. This new engine is very eco-friendly, meaning it's good for the environment. It uses water as fuel, but it works as good as your gas-guzzling car or an EV or an electric car. Well, the question is, how does Toyota do it? Well, they have found a way to burn the water in the engine without causing any harm. Unlike other engines, they get damaged if the water gets inside the engine. Somehow, Toyota engines can handle it. Toyota has been a pioneer in electric cars and hybrid cars for a long time. They want to be leader in the new technology. Even though Tesla is famous for electric cars, Toyota wants to make a big impact with their water engine. And the idea of cars running on water is not actually new. In the 90s, Stanley Meyer claimed that he invented a water fuel cell that could replace the gasoline in cars. He said his device could split water into hydrogen and oxygen, using hydrogen as fuel, and that it used less energy than traditional methods. Meyer's process used Brown's gas, an oxyhydrogen mixture which seemed to break the laws of thermodynamics. In 1996, an Ohio court ruled that Meyer's claims were fraudulent due to lack of evidence. Despite some early interest, the scientific community was always skeptical. Meyer died suddenly in 1998. While the official cause was natural, but people believed that was foul play to suppress his technology. Today, thanks to digital computing and AI, we are making real progress in similar technologies. Toyota is taking a different approach. Known for their innovation, Toyota is developing a car that uses water as fuel. But how does it work? So let's find out. Toyota's new engine uses onboard systems to electrolyze water, splitting it into hydrogen and oxygen. The hydrogen is then used as fuel. This process is done on demand, eliminating the need to store volatile hydrogen gas. So when you burn fuels like ethanol, kerosene, or CNG, they all release carbon dioxide. But what if we switch to hydrogen? Hydrogen molecules are small and can be tightly packed into a fuel tank. For example, if you can fill a tank with only 4 gas molecules, you can fit 100 hydrogen molecules, giving you 4 extra bonds of energy. Plus, when hydrogen bonds, when they break, they release 3 times more energy than gas, and they don't even produce carbon. Electrolysis involves splitting water into hydrogen and oxygen with the help of electricity. When direct current is passed through water, oxygen appears at the positive anodes, while hydrogen is released from the negative cathodes. In terms of volume, exactly 2 times more hydrogen is produced than oxygen. As pure water is not a good conductor of electricity, sometimes salt is also added. If you use a proton exchange membrane, PEM for short, it's also to extract hydrogen from pure water, as the membrane provides the necessary particle transport between anodes and cathodes. It sounds great, right? Unlike previous attempts that faces issues with corrosion and safety, Toyota's engineers have designed water-resistant materials and safe electrolysis systems. This means no more corrosive tanks or explosive risks. But hydrogen has its own problems. It's really flammable. It's like a ticking time bomb. Just imagine if there are 100 cars stuck in traffic in your city. And that's one of the main reasons initially Toyota scrapped the idea. Given the challenges associated with water engines, why did Toyota decide to explore hydrogen extraction from water? Despite acknowledging the inherent issues with both hydrogen and water engines, Toyota likely recognized the potential benefits outweighing the risks. By pursuing hydrogen extraction, they aim to harness a cleaner and more sustainable energy source, even if it required additional technical challenges along the way. The strategic decision reflects Toyota's commitment to innovation and sustainability, aligning with the broader vision of shaping the future of transportation. In their quest for a solution, they recognize the traditional approach to fueling hydrogen vehicles. Typically, hydrogen vehicles they rely on specialized stations where water is electrolyzed to produce hydrogen gas, which is then stored in vehicle's tank. However, Toyota envisioned a radical departure from this model by proposing to incorporate the electrolysis process directly to the vehicle itself. This revolutionary concept involved equipping the vehicle with onboard systems capable of electrolyzing water on demand. Instead of carrying pressurized hydrogen gas, the vehicles would carry plain water in its fuel tank. When the need for hydrogen arose, the onboard batteries would power the electrolysis process, splitting water into hydrogen and oxygen gases. The generated hydrogen gas would then be fed to the engine for combustion, providing necessary propulsion. By adopting this approach, Toyota aimed to address the safety concerns associated with the storing volatile hydrogen gas. By eliminating the need for hydrogen storage and instead producing it as required, the risk of accidents or leaks would significantly reduced. Moreover, integrating the electrolysis process within the vehicle would ensure a continuous and reliable source of hydrogen fuel, without the need for external refueling infrastructure. Furthermore, Toyota envisioned incorporating water-resistant materials within the fuel tank to safeguard against corrosion and ensuring long-term durability. This comprehensive strategy aimed to maximize the potential of hydrogen as a clean and efficient fuel source while mitigating the inherent challenges associated with its use. So now the question on everybody's mind is, why? All the major economies around the world are focusing on carbon-reducing alternatives. As more carbon is released on a daily basis, more the climate has worsened. So China, India, and US, whom are the world's most carbon polluters, are taking a serious note, and whosoever controls the world's most advanced technology also controls a bigger market share, and that means more money. Toyota has always led the way in eco-friendly cars, from Prius to their hydrogen engines. They realized that pure hydrogen is highly flammable, but water contains hydrogen in a safer form. By solving the flammability problem, they could harness hydrogen's power safely. Toyota is a company that actually likes to lead rather follow. They're focused on innovation and want to set trends in the car industry. In the 90s, when electric cars weren't popular, Toyota introduced the world's first hybrid electric car, the Toyota Prius. The car became a trendsetter for EV vehicles. Some experts even think that without Prius, Tesla might not have become popular as quickly. Despite the success, Toyota wasn't completely satisfied. They noticed some problems with their hybrid engines after Prius received feedback, so they stopped making EVs. So what were the problems? Well, there were several issues. When Toyota looked closely into their Prius electric car, they found two big problems. First, even though EVs they don't emit carbon dioxide while driving, the electricity they often use comes from burning coal, diesel, and natural gas. This means EVs still pollute indirectly. And the second issue was the batteries in EVs are made from heavy metals like lithium, cobalt, and nickel, which need a lot of fossil fuel to produce. Surprisingly, an electric car releases a huge amount of carbon dioxide even before it's sold. Toyota realized that these issues are gonna make EVs less eco-friendly. So they shifted focus away from EVs and started improving with their combustion engines. Starting with the type of fuel they use, they've always known that the type of fuel matters a lot because of how it releases energy and pollution. Now with this new breakthrough, Toyota aims to reduce carbon emissions and reliance on fossil fuels. Their water-powered car could be the next big step in sustainable transportation. Toyota's commitment to innovation and sustainability is reshaping the car industry. By turning water into a viable fuel source, they're driving us to a cleaner and a greener future. Well, thank you for watching today's video, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this channel. What do you think about Toyota's water-powered car? Let us know in the comments below.